Welcome back to Cuban with a Twist. Today we're making pastelitos, one of my favorite treats of all time. They come with guava en queso, con carne. But today we're going to make two traditional flavors, which is guava en queso and carne. And we're going to also do our twist, which is going to be the roasted red tomatoes with some great goat cheese and fresh herbs. And then we're going to do our version of the guava, making fresh strawberry jam and cream cheese. So now we're going to start with pastry puff, because let's be real, nobody has time to wake up and mix all the flours and do all the things to make the traditional pastelito. So for us working folk, we're going to start with the pastry puff. Okay, it's a Pepperidge Farm product, which is fantastic. It comes like this frozen, folded up nicely. You're going to thaw it out for about 40 minutes, and then we're going to open it up. Okay? We're going to open up. We're going to use a little bit of flour in our fingers. Okay, just lightly cover it as we stretch it out. Now you're not going to get a lot of pastelitos out of each sheet, so this is really more of a treat or an appetizer. If you want to make more, then I would take a look at maybe like a wholesale company. Okay, but right now we're going to start off with this. I'm going to slice them. See if I can get one more, even if it's a skinny one. Okay. Now, when I was a kid, you could pick this up at the local bakery for about 25 cents each pastelito. Nowadays, I believe it's about $1.50 per pastelito. So it's probably a good thing to learn how to make them at home. Especially for us who, live up north and don't have the Cuban bakeries that we can go to. Okay, so I'm going to separate the little strips gently. The key to these pastry puffs is try not to touch them as much. The less you touch them, the more they'll puff up. So, less is more in this case. Okay. And I made these a little thicker. So what we'll do is we'll use the thicker ones for our salty and the thinner ones for our sweet. Pull them apart. There we go. And it's very simple. Always trying to keep flour on your fingers so it doesn't stick. So I'm going to put the carne, which is just the basic picadillo. That recipe can be found on the Cuban with a Twist Facebook page, also on YouTube, and in syndicatednews.net. So we're just going to put a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more. Okay. And it's just a simple fold. Pressing down on the ends lightly. Because remember, this is going to puff up in the oven. And we're going to take little slices over the top so that it has the ability to breathe and to separate. Same thing over. Lightly push down. Light cuts going across the top. Okay, that's one salty. Our next, we're going to do the one that I'm anticipating the most, which is the roasted tomatoes with fresh garlic. Let's get a little bit of that fresh garlic and the herbs that I roasted in the oven just before this. Maybe a little bit more garlic. Here we go. I'm going to top that off with the goat cheese. Right on the top. Ooh. I'm very excited about this one. Same concept. Make sure that all of the food stays inside. Okay, trying not to touch it as much as possible. We're going to cut some little slivers on top. Okay. There we go. Those are our salty ones. Nice. Now for the guayaba and queso. Now I unfortunately are not going to be able to try this one, so I'm going to leave these for the kids and the hubby. So we're going to put the dollop of the cream cheese and we're using guayaba. That comes in a tin. It also comes in a long box. Either one works perfectly fine. That's up to your discretion. Okay, I'm going to get a little dollop of the guayaba. And it's going to be a little bit stiff, which is fine because it's going to melt in the oven. Because these are going to bake for a good 30 minutes. There. Just clean your fingers a little bit. Go. Cover again over the top. Cuts. Fantastic. Okay. That's one of our sweet ones. Now this next one I'm really excited about because I was thinking what is more delicious than a warm croissant with a little bit of jam? So how can we do this? How can we make this the same kind of concept? I made fresh strawberry jam this morning. Okay, very easy to make. We're going to put a video together for you all, but it's very, very simple and much healthier and fresher. Okay, we got a little bit of the jam. I'm going to put a little dollop of the cream cheese. Same concept. Roll it over. Trying to squeeze the base. So what's going to happen, it's going to melt and it's going to spread, and I really want it to stay in the pastry. Now you can see from that one roll, all I got was 4. That's why I tell you that this is like an appetizer. Now you could make them a little bit bigger and make them like a main dish, like maybe a beef Wellington. And you can use this for that. But we're going to try to make the pastelitos. Now, I'm going to make some simple syrup, and that's what we're going to use to cover this, and then we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes or so, depending on the temperature and the strength of your oven. So we'll be right back. We're back. Now, a simple syrup is the combination of granulated sugar, which is the white sugar with water, warmed up. Now, what I've done is I've added a little bit of the Dominican vanilla, which is the white vanilla. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lightly brush each pastelito. Okay? And not only is this going to give it a golden brown color, but it's also going to give it that just a little bit of sweetness that pastelitos are known for. Okay? Slightly cover it. Okay, we're going to pop these in the oven at 375 convection, and we're going to watch them for about 30 minutes or so until they're nice and golden brown. We'll be right back. It's been 25 minutes. Let's take a look at what the pastelitos look like. Oh, that is ready. Let's take that out. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, a little bit of spillage. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and plate them, let them sit for about 10 minutes just to cool down and serve. So we'll be right back. Welcome back. Pastelitos are done, pulled out of the oven. Got a beautiful color, nice and golden brown. Can't wait to slice them up and try them. Thank you so much for watching our videos. If you could like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and watch us on syndicatednews.net. Thank you.